The chains are being forged. We're being put into this brave new world. And people need to face the scope of this electronic straitjacket that's being projected against you and your family. Now we need to talk about the Total Information Awareness Network and how it ties into the cashless society control grid. You know, H.R.R. Tolkien, the famous South African, wrote a book about this evil demon in a mythical world who had this pyramidal tower with this burning eye that could see everything and pierce flesh and stone. And I pointed out on my radio show that that was the symbol of the Total Information Awareness Network. And then right after that, I saw an article in USA Today and in the Washington Post. One of them read, "The Eye is Watching," and it says, in J.R.R. Tolkien's fantastic work of fiction, The Lord of the Rings, the Dark Lord Sauron, not able to maintain a physical form, attempting to dominate Middle-earth, is depicted as an evil eye, able to penetrate time, space, and the human mind. The evil force sought to dominate Middle-earth. In a bizarre and frightening case of life-imitating art, the United States Defense Department has created an office that seeks those same limitless powers as Tolkien's Dark Lord. The Information Awareness Network seeks what it calls total information awareness. The agency has even adopted the New World Order symbol of a pyramid with an all-knowing eye hovering above it that is seen on top of the back of the $1 Federal Reserve note. Taking a symbolism a step further, the eye casts the rays down upon the planet Earth. My friends, they've now announced, way back in 2002, that the Scientific Atlantic cable boxes, the digital cable boxes, watch what you watch. They don't just watch you physically. No, they pierce your mind. They build psychological algorithms. Every part of the show is Q-scored, the psychological rating. The ads are even scored. And it all goes back, and computers go through that data, just like cookies when you surf the internet, but with more detail. It's worse than 1984. It doesn't just see what you're physically doing, it builds detailed psychological profiles of you. There's satellite tracker systems already in all the new cars, ready for the hubs to be plugged in. The federal government is announcing that they want to do this. They're preparing the states. We're only a few years away from it. They're standardizing it and promoting it as a safety feature. It'll track, trace, turn your car off, tax the living daylights out of you. Face scanning cameras in the grocery stores. Just total control. Every email, every fax, everything you do tracked and traced. And the symbol is New World Order with an all-seeing burning red eye radiating the earth. Well, folks, the New World Order, the Illuminati, it's a real organization. It's in your history books in Germany. Symbol was an all-seeing eye. It's admitted the Eye of Lucifer, put on our dollar bill in 1913 when the Federal Reserve took over and did the redesign. So Tolkien, who was a person who studied the occult, admittedly, and medieval writings, simply picked the symbol of Satan for his book, for his evil character. So it's art imitating life. It's not life imitating art. Do you understand that? And in USA Today and the Washington Post are just throwing this in your face. Look at Time Warner's symbol, the 666 and the all-seeing eye. Look at ABC. Look at Fidelity. There are hundreds of major corporations. In fact, I look at the symbols of the Fortune 500. I just went and spot checked about 80 or 90 of them the other day before we did this presentation. And out of the 80 or 90, 40 plus of them had the all-seeing eye, and many of them had a 666 in the middle. I mean, it's hidden in plain view, burning all-seeing eyes. Look around you. And they're announcing their New World Order. They just said it, all-seeing eye, New World Order. I mean, it's crazy. And then they throw it in your face. Big Brother is back. The Pentagon plan to eyeball America's database is drawing fire as its controversial salesman. And a lot of these people argue, the head of Oracle, again, Oracle, and they're all seeing eye, says, oh, well, all your data is already public, so what? With the private groups. Yeah, and they're all working for the globalists, sharing this information. They're going to enforce it on you at the local level, at the grocery store, everywhere else. Big Brother is back. And it says the official logo is the Pentagon's secret new terrorist detection experiment isn't subtle. All-seeing eye of the New World Order. Big Brother will be watching America. Giant information matrix to track movements Federal regulators ease restrictions on technology that can see through walls. This is all their system. They say they're going to have hover drones watching us at all times, and they've been given the technology to police for 5 years. It's a crisp black and white image of everything you do in your home. It'll look through 4 feet of concrete, and that's just what they're giving police now. FBI spy planes patrol U.S. and use systems to look through your walls. And it continues, you are a suspect. William Safire in the New York Times says, every purchase you make with a credit card, every magazine subscription you buy, medical prescription you fill, every website you visit, email you send or receive, every academic grade you receive, every bank deposit you make, every trip you book, every event you attend, all these transactions and communications will go into what the Defense Department describes as a virtual centralized grand database. And then it says that it'll also add all private stuff to that. And you know why they're throwing this in your face? As a chilling effect so you don't stand up against them. Let me give you a little secret. They can listen to everything we do. They don't have personnel. If they had 10 million people, they couldn't read all the billions of faxes and emails and letters, even with keyword software. So they don't have personnel to actually implement this unless you accept all this evil, accept torture, accept this mind warp, and go along with it. They need you to play along. You can stop this. But if you do play along, go ahead and serve them. They're going to absolutely ruin your life and your children's life. They seem to go after folks that serve them even more. It's like God allows it to happen or something. I've just observed it for years. So you are a suspect. It's throwing it in your face. Pentagon to track American consumer purchases. The Pentagon to track you. The definition of martial law and dictatorship. Here's another one. Pentagon plans a computer system that would pick at personal data of Americans. Here's another one. Human barcodes. And it says biometrics, such as voice, print, retina, iris, face scans, creates a digital barcode, a number, a human number. Let he who has understanding reckon that number. Where did I hear that before? Isn't that interesting? And it says the U.S. Army is keeping all those fingerprints and faces and voices from the driver's license bureaus.